I'm not cool enough to say welcome back to my channel, am I? Welcome back to my channel. Hello and welcome to another video, and I need to have a signature intro and we're not quite there yet. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to video number 2. I'm not feeling fresh, so this is very off the cuff. This is going to be a how to get over a hangover with 5 tips video, and we'll see if they work when I implement all these tips. And we'll see how I feel at the end of the day, but I feel very positive that I'm going to feel great. And if you're feeling hungover, which you could be, if that's why you're watching, then you can do these too. So let's get straight into tip number 1.
Go on then.
We have, you can see this lovely horizontal man who didn't make
a few drinks.
He didn't make the cut in the first video, but second video, and we've recast. And we have a new member of the cast, so welcome. Tip number 1, get up, get ready as if it's just a normal day. Like if you wake up and you're like, oh my god, hangover day, gonna like sit on the sofa and have Doritos for breakfast. Get out of that mindset straight away. Get up, have a shower, do your skincare, do your makeup, put on a nice outfit, put on some nice perfume, open your window and get some fresh air, and just start the day in that mindset. Taking that effort to get ready just like kind of puts you in that mindset, and paired onto that tip is just open your window and get some fresh air, because fresh air is key on a hangover. So we've already covered tip number 1. There's lots of really juicy tips, and I'm gonna take you on my day, which is gonna involve lots of fun things. So stick around, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I'm gonna post videos at least once a week, and you don't wanna miss them. Lots of juicy tips, educational tips, health, fitness, fun, bounce.
Well, we'll try. I'll be here most of the day, and like, oh my god, I don't think I'll be here in the evening, but maybe you won't see me, and I'll be here in the day, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna go make some sausages. There's a tip for you.
Also, I'm wearing my Friends jumper today in light of the recent Friends reunion that was on TV. Absolutely loved it. If you loved it too, then subscribe. Okay, see you in the next tip. You may remember from video number 1, if you're a regular to this channel, that I currently live with my mum. She also didn't get any airtime in video number 1, but I feel like it's video number 2. And what's happening, Jill?
What's occurring?
You're on YouTube.
Oh no.
Do you mind?
Not at all.
Do you have any, this is an unofficial tip, but do you have any tips for getting over a hangover? It's not going to come under the 5 tips that I've got for you, but it can be like a little bolt on, like a hangover tip.
Sleep.
What, when?
When you're hangover.
What, so like now, or?
Yeah.
What, so okay, so she thinks I should go back to sleep. Dive straight into tip number 2.
Oh, sorry, yeah, what do you do that?
Oh, I'm busy! Tip number 2, a very obvious one, hydration. You are so dehydrated right now, if you are watching this with a hangover. I did have a bit of water last night, so that was good. If you're smart enough to have some water with your alcohol, then great. But if not, you've got to get it in, and it doesn't taste nice, does it? You know you have water when you're hungover?
I like it. Neck a pint before bed, I would.
Yeah, I mean if you can, but we're talking hangovers here. It's too late. The damage is done. You're hungover. You didn't neck your water last night. That's why you're here.
Yeah, fair. Well, neck it now. It's probably the biggest tip, isn't it, really?
Mm-hmm. We just got to power through. Power through that first pint. Maybe the next pint as well. Just keep fucking smashing it.
In fact, the rest of the tips are irrelevant. Stop the video now, because like,
and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Hydration. Let's have some. I'm gonna get some more. This is quite a good addition to tip number 2. I tend to avoid caffeine when I'm hungover. Just a personal preference. You're probably feeling really tired, and to be fair, coffee isn't really going to cut it. Like, you need to sleep and hydrate, and coffee's just going to dehydrate you further. So depends how you feel, but I personally don't really like to have coffee on a hangover. I'd rather have maybe like a green tea, which is still obviously got caffeine in it, but isn't as dehydrating, or like a herbal tea or something, or just stick to the H2O.
I don't wanna know, no, 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 who's taking you home, loving you so, 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 so. The way I used to love you, oh, I don't wanna know, no, no, no. Who's taking you home, 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 home? I'm loving you so, 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 so. The way I used to love you, oh.
I've just had a flashback of when we were drunk last night and did a duet to High School Musical on the way home.
Are we?
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do now.
I'm gonna put the clip in here. You and I, all the fame.
Pay and what's his name?
Sound exciting?
Inviting.
Let's do it then.
Okay.
Personal stylist, agent and a publicist.
Where do I fit into this?
With you we can win.
Win the part,
Think bigger.
become superstars.
That when Broadway knows our names, you know that you're a star. Why are you running?
I don't know why this little dad boy is.
That's fine, don't worry.
Right, tennis tits. This is a perfect opportunity to give you my tip numero 3. Do you know what it is?
Tennis.
Play tennis. No, tip number 3 is get outside and do a little bit of outdoor exercise. Could be a walk. Wouldn't really recommend a run. Maybe a run is a bit strenuous when you're hungover. We are opting for a lovely game of tennis in this 18-degree overcast
18,
weather.
is it?
That's what Alexa said. Alexa! Did I just turn on your Alexa?
Weather chat here.
So yeah, tip number 3 is just do some sort of exercise, like whatever makes you feel good. We think a walk and tennis is ideal for today, but you're going to go to the gym, aren't you?
I am. Do I look like I'm about to walk on centre court? That's all I'm saying.
Do we look like Tim Henman and
No, that's so cliche, the only one.
who
Rafa Nadal, he's
who
cool.
could we be?
You could be like Maria Sharapova.
Is she good?
Ah, she's fit, so
Well,
that'll do.
either way, we're going to go play tennis and cue the music montage.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop, put Van the Man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. Now you're singing like,
Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I might be crazy, don't mind me. Say,
boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
What's the score?
2-0 to you. You're playing quite well. Lost a lot of unforced errors from myself. Must up my game. Must be this hangover we're talking about. Probably should do a video about 5 tips for your hangover.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I reckon that would be good.
Let's continue. I'm winning. Love that for me. Hello, darkness, my old friend. What was the score? 4-3.
5-3.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, don't need to be that guy.
Because if I'd won, it would have been a draw. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I was going for a draw. It was really tense. I'm really exhausted. Not sure how much has helped the hangover. I'm not sure if I feel worse. But stay there, because tip number 4 is a juicy one for your hangover cure. How do you feel about winning?
Just back to you.
Really good words. We enjoyed those.
We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you.
One strike and you're out, baby. Don't care if I sound good.
At the key, can't fight this no more. Glastonbury!
AJ, my mistake would have been like JJ. You say I ain't really a drinker, but it's like a brand new champagne popper.
Oh, Thiago Silva. Currently outside Tesco, which is perfect because it's time for juicy tip number 4 for your hangover day. And do you know what this one is?
No, but I cannot wait. Let's go.
So this one obviously is, I need to put this up a bit. Tip number 4 is nutrition based, and the tip is just try and eat what you would normally eat. Because you're lacking energy, like maybe you haven't slept as well, and like the alcohol's obviously like kept you kind of wired throughout the night. You think that like eat it, you craving that energy, so you keep eating thinking that it's going to kind of satiate you, and then it just never does. And the whole point is that it isn't going to, because you're hungover, you're tired, like your blood sugar levels are all over the place. So eat a balance of protein, carbs and fats, and you'll see from my breakfast I had some lean sources of protein from the eggs and the Heck chicken sausages. They're pretty much like just protein. The carbs obviously from the sourdough, and the fats from the egg yolk. So that was a nice balanced breakfast. Lacking in micronutrients, we know, but we're going to work on it, and that's why we're at Tesco, because we're going to buy lots of tomatoes and cucumber and fruit and stuff like that. So yeah, the tip is try not to think of it as like everything I eat is going to really cure my hangover. Just eat what you would normally eat. Have a good balance of proteins, carbs and fats, paired with the hydration and the other amazing tips in this video. You will be fine. So let's go to Tesco.
Yay!
Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. 1 week in, we let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag while I fill up a plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour. How your family is doing okay. Leaving, getting the taxi, kissing the...
Shopping done, and the dishwasher again. It's really killing my vibe. Shut up. A little kind of add-on to tip number 4. Just make sure you keep your protein nice and high, because it's going to keep you fuller for longer. It's just going to kind of like satiate your appetite, and that kind of regulate your appetite and everything like that. So yes, keep your protein nice and high. With that said, I have bought some stuff for lunch, and I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I'm starving. It's like 3 o'clock. Although we did have breakfast at about 11, so good lie-in. Another good hangover tip. Have a lie-in. So I'm gonna make lunch now, and I'm gonna have some like fish and rice and some vegetables, and just eat for the soul. So let's do that. Also, I'll show you a couple of other things. These Greek style flatbreads are chef's kiss, banging. I go through so much of this, I'd say a faye. I go through so much of this. I like to call it faja because it's a bit more fun. I literally go through this like crazy. I like making different yogurt bowls, different combos. That's a real treat. Again, the best. Great source of protein as well. Another great source of protein is egg whites. Also go through these like crazy. I usually have 100 grams of this and 1 egg in the morning, like scrambled or whatever. And that's a really good high protein breakfast, obviously like with some toast or you know whatever. I'm also going to pretty much smash a whole punnet of these strawberries after my lunch, because they're British, so they're in season and they're huge. Don't know whether you can see, but they look really good. Yeah, so for lunch I'm just going to make, I bought this like tomato and basil basmati. I'm going to have that with, I've just bought like some basar, and then maybe just like a kind of like cucumber and tomato salad. So yeah, okay, let's cook.
Backseat, tell the driver make the radio play, and I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I might be crazy, don't mind me. Say,
Boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do.
So this is going to be my lunch, full of protein, micronutrients, some good carbs, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, I'm back in the car, and tip number 5 is coming. Meanwhile, I'm basically gonna eat this punnet of strawberries because I'm about to drive for about 20 minutes. So I like to have a car snack, and obviously hangover day, we need the vitamins and the minerals. They are great. Oh yeah, really nice and sweet. Don't you just love it when fruit is in season? So I'm going over to see one of my besties tonight. And that brings me on to tip number 5 for your hangover. That is, do something for your soul. So what I'm going to do is spend the evening with one of my besties, watching films, having really good food. So I think we're going to get burgers. So whether it's like pizza or like a burger or just anything, you know, anything that's going to kind of fill your soul. Watch your favourite film, put on some comfies. And that is tip number 5. Do something for your soul. My version is fun with my bestie and a burger, because I love a burger. So let's go do that. Okay. I think he's pulled his bed rightly. He's feeling. Did you get the goods?
I did.
You excited?
I am.
I'm highly aroused.
You look up.
Whilst you're here on my second video,
Yeah.
have you got any tips for getting over a hangover? Again, it won't be one of the official tips like the 5 I have provided, but what would be your kind of go-to hangover tip? We've had many a hangover together, and
have.
you're very good at them.
I am. Sleep. Sleep.
Like in the day?
Yeah, it's the only thing. You can try load your body with everything else, but I feel like sleep's the only thing.
For like what time?
All day long.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny, because I asked my mum, I was like, have you got any tips? Like, I've provided 5 really good tips, and my mum said sleep, and I was like, oh, I've just told them to do the opposite and go and play tennis.
I mean, you can try to do all that active stuff, but you're basically just
Buying your time until you go to sleep that
correct.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that for us. You're not hungover, are you?
No.
Yeah, I love that for you. Oh god.
I don't wanna know.
Oh my god, it's like a sloppy
Who's taking you
Joe.
home, I'm loving you so. The way I used to love you, oh, I don't wanna know, no. Who's taking you home, I'm loving you so.
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now, you don't understand.
All for you.
Oh my gosh, this is the perks of being friends with someone from New Zealand. just this. If you don't know, get to know. And doesn't this latch on really well to tip number 5, which is to do something to feed your soul? Have like a soul-fulfilling evening.
Chocolate.
Tim Tams, the absolute best. You in a food coma?
I've just finished all of it. It isn't such a do my best.
I'm so full.
I'm so glad I'm in a dress. I know, I didn't realise we had no beer. I fancied a beer with it. Have we ever not had beer? I know.
You can't have beer. This is hangover day.
That's my other
Keep drinking.
keep drinking.
Yeah.
Don't slow down.
No. let's just keep topping up.
It's just never stop drinking. Yeah. If you're gonna do something, do it well.
100%.
Yeah.
20 to midnight. So one of the tips, 2 tips, that wasn't an official tip about sleep, we're not currently implementing, but we're going to now. So ideally would get an early night, but this isn't early and very tired.
Silly.
But I hope you enjoyed the 5 tips and that you feel better after doing them all. And subscribe, like and subscribe, because there'll be more videos with really useful tips like these. I'd love for you to stick around. Good night. Love you. Bye.